Hi, I'm Jamie Hansen, and I have been coming to IPA for I think it's 5 weeks now. 2 years ago, I injured my knee and I had a full ACL and meniscus repair and cartilage defect. So I had that big ACL and meniscus surgery done 2 years ago, and then I was still having issues, did all the traditional PT in multiple places throughout that time. And then still a year and a half later, nothing's working. So then I found Dr. Darrington, and he did a cartilage and stem cell and PRP surgery on me in October. And I live pretty far away. And so he was going to refer me here, but then I was like, no, I need something closer. So again, went back to traditional PT thinking that was all I needed. And after 12 weeks there, going 2 to 3 times a week, I still am just like, what improvement am I even seeing? And so that it's been extremely frustrating because it's been the whole 2 years of just what's even helping. None of this is helping. I was in Utah seeing another PT trying to get another opinion, and he recommended that I try and find someone that was all hands-on, just a PT that was all hands-on and doing muscle manipulation and rewiring. And so I looked that up. The internet connected me to IPA. And so I called the office, and I was just like, well, I don't know. But then Jessica, Dr. Workman, actually called me back, and I wasn't even expecting a phone call. And she called me back the next day and just told me, you'll have me the whole hour. There's no one else that you'll be seeing or working on you. You'll have me the whole hour. I really feel like we can help you. And at this point I was just totally hopeless and whatever, but it was just okay, this will be, I guess, the last thing I'll try, because it was different than anything and I had done before. And it was significantly more expensive, but at the same time, it's I'm paying insurance every month and still have to pay every time I go for a visit and then get a bill after. It's I really don't think it ends up being that much more expensive, honestly. The simplest way I can say it is I've been coming here for one time for 5 weeks. And in that 5 weeks, when I went from going completely hopeless, helpless, like a lost cause, this is just my new life, in 5 times, I have experienced more connection, more results, more everything in those 5 weeks than I have in the last 2 years. And I don't know what else there is more to say than that. I feel like I don't really know where to start in that regard. Because about 6 weeks after I learned how to walk again from the first surgery, I got pregnant. And so in between this time, I've had a baby, and she's my 4th child. In some of my other kids' lives, it's been half their life I've been this down and out mom. And I've always been extremely active. I teach high intensity fitness classes, and I just thought that whole part of me was just gone. And I just needed to accept it. I needed to kind of see the bigger picture and the lessons that I would gain from maybe not being as active anymore, and that life was still going to be okay. But that was extremely, extremely difficult to comprehend. And I think that's why I kept pushing, trying to find people, because it wasn't okay. I'm only 33 years old. I've got a lot of life left to live. My kids are young and I want to play with them. And just this weekend, we had a long weekend and we went on a little staycation. We played freeze tag, and shouting at me Mom, you're running, Mom's playing. And it's been a lot more on them than I think I could ever really explain to everyone in the little video. But I think, even just a couple weeks ago, I walked and picked him up from school, and as we were walking back, and it was a day that I just gotten done here, and they're like, Mom, and mind you, this is a 9 and 7-year-old, and they just, Mom, you're walking normal, you're not limping. And they're just oh my gosh, it's they are completely invested because they know how I was and what the last 2 years have been like. And so I think for them, seeing little glimpses and the excitement that they feel is more than anything to me. And I have so much hope for the future. And like Jessica and I are working on, like in 2 weeks, I have this big event that we're teaching one of these fitness classes at, and that's going to be like my first class back. And she's just as invested as I am in getting me prepared and ready to be successful in that event. And I've just never felt more hopeful, and I'm just incredibly grateful for the knowledge. Oh my gosh, I can't even express enough about Jessica and her knowledge and her passion and her desire to really she gives her all. Like every minute I'm with her, anytime I have a question during the week, like she's so on top of it and gets back, and I can tell she like really cares and is invested in how this does affect every single aspect of my life, and I'm just incredibly grateful for it.